Actually, Perlita Jones Quinwans, it proves it's you and your LGBT lying fat asses. And let's see, the All American Antilla of a la carte, right? And let's see, Bernard said French man, so Bernard E. La Chance of La Carney of the Freeman, E. Freeman. So we got 1, 2, the Oyster Cracker man and the All American Antilla. See, Perlita? There's 2. And then the GPS Bezo Robo Rapist Knight. There's 3. And then Ellery's. And then we got Mooring Ball 14. France 14. Then we have Leonardo DiCaprio. Romeo and Juliet. You guys are trying to copy Romeo and Juliet to Perlita in your team. But nobody loves you, liked you, right, Perlita? So she had to put in her fakes. And who did I tell? Romeo and Juliet? Jay Beswick. And so really, Perlita, this is the story with Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, the Taco Indian Man Britches, Harry J. Race, DJ Dave Bellamorad, Bernard LaChance, Charles D. Ellery, the Robo Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon, 1961 Amphibious Base Man, Karen Faust of the Country and Western, Don Wiley, Elton Anderson, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall of Country and Western, Doug King. I'm afraid, Perlita and Bernard, you're mass murdering trash. You're murderers, rapists, copycats, lying thieves. And that's all you've ever been, Perlita, for 3 or 4 consecutive times in a row. You like coming and visiting it and wallowing in your own shit filth that you created yourself. With the Taco Man Indian there, Perlita. Like I said, his favoritism towards you and Dave is quite enough. And then the 2 Masonic children that you guys continue to make, Fairmount Cemetery. You got too much of a connection there. Too close. And then you got stalk certain people to cover it up, Perlita. Point is, Perlita, you're a piece of shit. And so is Bridges. That's why you guys run around. Cover, cover, cover. With your gangs and your right to survive. See, that's the point, Perlita. The theme that you guys choose don't fit where I'm natally from. And so that's what I'm saying. It proves that he committed rape and murder and homicide. The Robo Rapist Night. After you guys stole my father's and my stuff and other people's stuff, you come and set up your shit, Perlita. Like I said, it proves the Carney Trail all the way down from northeast to out here to Florida. Yes, Texas. Yes, David, your whole battle over the Google Gloggles or whatever, it's where you guys had to go. So, Spain, France, Perlita, copying another 2, and then 2 girls in Russia, right? And then maybe 2 girls in Israel. Get it, Perlita? Perlita, you're a psychopath. You're a nutter. So is Joe. So is Karen Faust of Country and Western, and your Yahoo thieving. You're a murderer, Perlita. With Ellery. 2 girls. Oh, another 2 girls, Bailey and Kim. So, my 2 cousins, 2 girls, right? Harley and Amanda. Too coincidental. See, you follow a pattern, Perlita, in your warfare with us, Bernard de la Carney and his theft. Understand? Perlita, you guys do the rape and dump. And you came up with a rape story to make yourself look important for the LGBT and Judy Shepard, Perlita. And so, since you never tell the truth, and there are people who are smarter than you, Perlita, there's stuff that they can watch from the sky and all that stuff, you guys' activities monitor phones and stuff like that. And your communications online. Because what, Perlita, when you lie to the military and Bernard, if you lie to the police officers and firefighters, doctors and teachers and the FBI and NSA, CIA, people who watch, private investigators, stuff like that, Perlita, if people get sick, like I said, eye poking, chin poking, that's learned from certain types of families, and I've never done that, Perlita, but some of you do. So the bid is bad for. In your blue boa boxes. And like I said, Perlita, they showed me some stuff growing up. They showed me some things about you guys. And you're running around. Even in Chicago, they showed me some stuff, Perlita. So you just come up with some shit, Perlita, so you can look good and probably trash on Jim, Aaron and Justin, Victor, whoever, because you think your stank ass with your friends is just so great. Understand, Perlita and Bernard? Your fame and your fortune don't get you everywhere, because there's other people that man fucked over, and you come through and trash the city. That's why, Perlita, we give you a pile of trash to worship. If you're that disrespectful and you love the prison life with that fucking piece of shit that came through, that's why Bernard and them, after you guys stole it, come through and ruin the water park of Brian or Phil. And then, David or Harry's the only one. They had the easy zombies they were going to make vampire. And look at all the shit mess that they made. So, Perlita, if they're going to keep covering for the group of you and you guys are going to screw up Starbucks and all the other girls' stuff and people's plans, guess what, Perlita? Especially if there's people in the military that know more. Like Colin Powell and Joy Jesus Dev and all them. Perlita, if you think you rule the earth and you're going to be that fucked up when they've watched that guy super violent shit 3 or 4 times in a row, trash shit, guess what, Perlita? They put it all in your lap if you think you're that badass and smart. And then guess what? Since you guys like to watch, they get to watch your entire planet fail. So as you build your castle, Perlita, and Bernard, or Zion, Eden, and Atlantis that you guys claim with the all-American show-off and country and western, guess what? See, it reveals the shit pile that you actually make, Perlita. And then people get to watch you. Just like the politicians. See, the politicians have been waiting. Congress been waiting. Other nations been waiting to see what another arisen dictatorship of stupidity does. And then they get to watch and scrutinize you, Perlita and Bernard. And you're running back and forth and you're yelling and screaming and Indian fade out and your terrorist attack in your torture chamber, Perlita. Then they get to watch your failure of your castle and your superiority of taking over the Google with the whispering faggot of Fairmount there and his lie. GPS Robo spoiled night and the Jonetowns are Crew and Joe. Taco Joe and the truck drivers. See, Bernard runs up in the same direction as the truck driver Joe. Get it, Perlita. Joe Zillig is a fucking the rapist murderer, and he always has been terrorizing this city and other cities. He just keeps collecting more. Those of you he pays off with Bernard de la Carney, the Carney truck driving the Carney circus. The whole point is, Perlita, that whole group of you work together and you're con and scam. And if you think you're gonna run the books on casinos and other places and stuff like that, Pepsi Generation next, Pepsi Center Blue, Perlita, Coca-Cola Joe, you might get a show ran on you. Understand? When you run a rapist barnyard of inbreed, Perlita, that's you guys' problem because you create and sit in your own mess that you created for yourselves. And so people who run real monarchs who want to keep things clean, real kingdoms, Perlita, they learn the mistakes not to be made by, you and your ghetto life. So the whole point is, what I was trying to get the gang members and stuff to understand is that they're smarter and better than that. Then they don't have to live that way because there's people like you, Perlita, and your team that are the ones that oppress them. Just like I said, I didn't want people to get tattoos. Don't get tattoos. Doesn't mean I don't like them. But, people use that against them. And so, Perlita, you can wage your war, but you're going to lose. So be careful. Be careful. Because people don't like to be ruled and controlled, Perlita, and especially lied to about the rape. And especially since I never had sex with you and you want to make up some story with Bernard de la Carney and Harry. It seems like it's the only reason why you do it, Perlita, is to get all the property and steal shit. And that's why nothing works. Because that's what you've always done, Perlita, and you're jealous rage with that man. And that's why the city and all that's all teared up and all messed up. Because guess what? He didn't respect it, but yet they turn around. You guys won't respect. And it doesn't work that way, Perlita. If you want to run around and disrespect people and call me and Brian stupid and my friends and people who knew how to get it to working, if you're going to screw over Jim and all them, Perlita, guess what? You're going to find yourself getting fucked over. Because you're a dumbass in the first place who just did it to gain attention. To kiss my parents' ass. And if they want that, they can have you. Understand, Perlita? My mom gets the daughter she never had. But I don't give a shit. Because I know you're a piece of shit. That screwed it all up anyway, murderer. So, you can kiss ass to get what you want, Perlita. And join the fat ass team and Ellery's can't do it, bidded, steal the bidded. But you're the dumb fuck. Because your scam and your con has been exposed with the Lotto And that's the way you get to live. So if you guys want to run around like crazy dumb carnies again and look stupid, then I let you. Because I don't want to be a carny, and I don't want to be a gang member, and I don't do Negroes, and I don't do LGBT. I don't do that shit, Perlita, because you've proven to me and the world and other entities that are smarter that your way doesn't work. And that's how we evolve the rest of the world, while you, Perlita, and your team look stupid.